Dear dreamer and doer, I see you there, shoulders a little heavier, heart a little wearier, wondering if all this effort is worth it. You had big dreams when you started this journey, didn't you? A vision of creating something meaningful, of building a legacy, of changing your life, and maybe even the world. But right now it feels like the world is fighting back. The setbacks, the rejections, the struggles, they're piling up. I want you to take a deep breath. Pour yourself a cup of tea or coffee and let me sit with you for a while. I've been around long enough to see what it takes to build something from nothing. Grandpa Tom and I weren't always the seasoned storytellers you know today. We were once dreamers like you, facing our own fair share of challenges. So let me tell you a little story and share a few lessons I've picked up along the way. 1. Setbacks are not the end. They're a chapter in your story. When Grandpa Tom and I were young, we decided to start a small hardware business. We didn't have much, just a bit of savings, a lot of determination, and a dream of creating a better life for our family. First, things went well. The community supported us and we began to grow. But then the economy took a turn. Sales plummeted, and we found ourselves on the brink of closing our doors. I remember sitting at the kitchen table one night, feeling defeated. Tom looked at me and said, "Suzie, this isn't the end. It's just a tough chapter." He was right. We regrouped, learned from our mistakes, and adapted. Slowly but surely we turned things around. My dear, setbacks are not the full story. They're just a part of it. Each challenge you face is an opportunity to learn, grow, and prove your resilience. The most successful people I know didn't get there by avoiding failure. They got there by refusing to let failure stop them. 2. Remember why you started. When the road gets tough, it's easy to lose sight of your why. Why did you start this journey? What was the spark that ignited your dream? Hold on to that. For us, it was the dream of providing a stable, loving home for our children. We wanted to show them that hard work, creativity, and perseverance could create something beautiful. Whenever we felt like giving up, we reminded ourselves of the little faces that depended on us. Your why might be different, but it's no less important. Maybe it's the desire to create financial freedom, to bring a unique idea to life, or to make a difference in your community. Whatever it is, keep it close to your heart. It's your compass when the path feels uncertain. 3. You're not alone. Ask for help when you need it. There's a myth that entrepreneurs have to do everything on their own. Let me tell you, that's nonsense. Nobody achieves greatness in isolation. When our business was struggling, Grandpa Tom and I reached out to friends and mentors for advice. One neighbor, Mr. Collins, ran a bakery and had weathered his own share of storms. He shared practical tips for managing cash flow and marketing on a budget. Those conversations were a lifeline for us. Don't be afraid to seek guidance. Whether it's a mentor, a trusted friend, or a professional advisor, there's strength in admitting you don't have all the answers. And remember, asking for help doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're wise enough to recognize the value of community. 4. Focus on progress, not perfection. One of the biggest traps for entrepreneurs is the pursuit of perfection. You want your product, service, or idea to be flawless before you share it with the world. But here's the truth. Perfection is an illusion, and waiting for it can hold you back. When we were launching a new line of products in our hardware store, I fussed over every detail. I wanted the labels, packaging, and pricing to be just right. But Grandpa Tom reminded me that what mattered most was getting it out there and listening to customer feedback. He was right. The first version wasn't perfect, but it was good enough to get started, and we improved it over time. Take small steps forward. Test, learn, and refine as you go. Progress, not perfection, is what leads to success. 5. Keep an eye on your finances. Let's talk about money, because it's often the source of stress for entrepreneurs. One of the biggest lessons Grandpa Tom and I learned was the importance of managing our finances wisely. When times were tough, we created a simple budget for our business and stuck to it. We identified areas where we could cut costs and focused on investments that would bring long-term value. We also set aside a small emergency fund for unexpected expenses. It wasn't much, but it gave us peace of mind. If you're facing financial struggles, take a hard look at your numbers. Be honest about where you stand and make a plan to address any challenges. Remember, every dollar you save or invest wisely brings you one step closer to stability and growth. 6. Celebrate small wins. In the hustle of building a business, it's easy to overlook the small victories. But those little wins are the stepping stones to bigger success. I'll never forget the first time we hit a sales target after months of hard work. It wasn't a huge milestone in the grand scheme of things, but we celebrated with a simple dinner at home and a toast to our perseverance. Take time to acknowledge your progress, no matter how small it seems. Each step forward is proof that you're moving in the right direction. 7. Adapt and innovate. The world is constantly changing, and successful entrepreneurs know how to adapt. When our traditional marketing methods stopped working, we tried new approaches, offering workshops, partnering with other local businesses, and even hosting community events. Think about how you can innovate in your own business. What's a new way to reach your customers, improve your product, or solve a problem? The willingness to adapt can turn challenges into opportunities. 8. Take care of yourself. This might be the most important lesson of all. You can't pour from an empty cup. Building a business is demanding, but you must prioritize your well-being. There were times when Grandpa Tom and I worked so hard that we neglected our health and our relationship. We learned the hard way that burnout doesn't help anyone. Not us, not our family, and not our business. Make time for rest, exercise, and the people you love. A healthy, happy you is the greatest asset your business can have. 9. Trust in your resilience. My dear, you're stronger than you know. The fact that you're still pushing forward, even when it's hard, speaks volumes about your character. When I look back on our journey, the moments I'm proudest of aren't the big successes. They're the times we faced adversity and refused to give up. Those moments shaped us, taught us, and prepared us for the next chapter. Trust in your resilience. You've overcome challenges before, and you'll overcome this one too. 10. The best is yet to come. I want to leave you with one final thought. The best is yet to come. The setbacks you're facing now are not the end. They're the beginning of a stronger, wiser, and more capable version of you. Grandpa Tom and I are living proof that perseverance pays off. Our little hardware store grew into something we never imagined, not because we had it all figured out, but because we kept going one step at a time. Hold on to your dream, my dear. Nurture it, fight for it, and believe in it. You have what it takes to build something truly remarkable. With all my love and encouragement, Grandma Suzie. P.S. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Grandpa Tom and I are cheering you on from the sidelines, always believing in your potential. Thank you, my dears, for spending this time with me. Remember, life's journey is better when we walk it together. If these stories and reflections warmed your heart, be sure to subscribe and join me for more wisdom, comfort, and a little sprinkle of joy. Together, let's keep growing one story at a time. Until next time, stay safe, stay hopeful, and remember, you're never alone. Grandma loves you.